Hi everyone, DJ here. Welcome to Brawlhalla. Over the last Brawlhalla video, I shown with the new legend over last week, known as Rupture. If you guys check with the last Brawlhalla video, which was the new legend of Rupture, may go to that video before this one. But today I am showing is his costumes. Now I pretty much got very interested with this character. He looks really cool, by the way. And this is pretty much the first time ever seeing a new legend pretty much this early, actually beginning of 2026 actually. We're not really saying like, most like the first day of 2026, but most like lately like beginning of like the month of like 2026, by the way, not in January. And like I said before, I have no idea what collabs is going to be this for this year, because I had mostly said like mostly like last year about mostly like anime collabs, because whatever anime collabs is going to be for over like late like this year of 2026 or any other collab is going to be insane. But we'll just have to find out pretty much around later this year of 2026. So I'll wait no time as always. Let's get into this. So the first costume I'm showing for the new legend, which is pretty much let's see, where is he at? There he is. Okay. So the first costume I'm showing is his Hulking Mantis Rupture, which I pretty much showing most of like just basically like when the new legend came out. So let's see what his weapon skins are. The Raptorial limbs and the Tegmina lance. Interesting. So let's go ahead and show this costume. Rupture. I call him like mostly Raptor, but Rupture, that's pretty what they say it. But Raptor sounds a little bit better. Alright, let's go to Small Brawl Heaven. Alright, so he is the Mantis costume. Okay. It looks pretty much weird. A little bit, but it does look cool though. So okay, so he really got like the claw like Mantis. Okay, interesting. So I have already seen his moves, by the way. His moves are pretty much, they're very cool. I do like how he turned, very buff, by the way, which is pretty much nice. So that's really additional something. So I'm glad how they did that, by the way. So that's pretty much cool. And then we have is mostly the lance, and the lance looks really something too. It's Leah a Mantis, by the way, which is like crazy, man. Yeah, his moves are really nice though. The animation of his moves are really good. Alright, so what should I say about this costume? This costume is good. Very interesting. I wouldn't say this is the best costume from for Rupture. Because, I mean, I'm not saying it doesn't look weird. I mean, the Mantis costume is pretty much cool. But I wouldn't say this is probably, like, literally my favorite costume, though. I feel like this costume is, like, one of the most, like, kind of, like, weirdest costumes for, a new character. But you know what? I like it. So, I don't know if I'm going to get a rating to this, by the way, but I'll just show most of, like, the costumes first, and then I'll probably get my rating to this. So the next costume I'm showing is Rare Beast Rupture. He looks like a cyber robot lady wolf, or dog actually. So his weapon skins are the Blood Fangs and the Batavin Column. Okay. Raptor or Rupture. I might just have to start calling him like Rupture. That's what they pretty much saying it. Alright, so let's see. Let's do it at Demon Island. He looks crazy, by the way. He looks really crazy. So we got Werebeast Rupture. Alright, so let's see. We got his mostly the lance. Okay. Also, I just realized he got arrows. Is that behind his back? It is. Wow. Okay. The lance, like most like the skin of this is pretty much cool. I do really like how they did it. It really matches very well with the costume, so that's pretty much nice. So that's pretty much cool to see. How you going on there? Alright. Then we got is the Blood Fangs. And I do like the name of it, by the way. But the fangs do look pretty much, cool. But not too crazy, not gonna lie. Alright, see if I can combo this. There we go. Alright. So this costume. Cool. Really cool. Love the name of it, by the way. I feel like the blood fangs are like kind of like, you know, very vicious. By the way, I do love how they, you know, try to go very cool with this costume. So I do really like that. This is might be like one of the most very interesting costumes for Rupture. So I do really like this costume. But we still got literally one more costume right here I can pretty much shown, and then I'll probably get right into this. So the last one is the Rock Rupture. Yeah, it's the last costume. Yeah, the Rock Rupture or Raptor. Alright, so his weapon skills is the Distortion, Torny. What is that? Okay, I'm gonna just call it the Destroyer. Then we got the Overdrive. Okay, wait, is that literally a guitar? Wait, I gotta see that. Rupture. Alright, let's do it at Miami Dome. Alright, so we got the rock and roll. Sorry, we got the rock and roll Rupture. I think they need to start calling it Raptor, because I think it sounds very much pronounce his name better than that word. So let's see, we got the Overdrive. This is the Lance. It's a literal guitar. that is crazy, but yeah, it does make sense for this costume now. I love the color to it. Well, okay, that is really interesting. I like how they did that. All right, let's see if I can eliminate him with this. Alright, nice. And then we got the, as I'm calling it, the Destroyer. Okay, got like a little bit like lightning to it, by the way, which I do like. That is very cool. They really cool with these weapon skins for these. Alright, let's see if I can eliminate him. Alright, nice. Okay. Wow. This costume, really good as well. Very good. Let's go ahead and do the rating of this. So let's see. Hulky Mantis Raptor. Where I can give a rating to you. It's been a while. It's been like a long time since I actually did a rating for Brawlhalla. So let's see. You know what? Since this character's new, I'll give this costume probably about 8. Literally 8. The costume itself is cool. I mean, I like how they did with this, but I feel like this costume is probably at least like an 8 out of 10. Probably like being like the least, or like the few favorite for this character. So that's an 8 out of 10. So 8 out of 10 it is. The next one is the Werebeast Raptor. I'll tell you what, this costume right here is probably maybe one of the best costumes for this new character. Like, he looks very cool. He's literally like a robot evil dog, actually, what I meant to say. Not no just like a werewolf dog. Just basically like a robot, like just like a robot evil dog. That's all I can tell him. That's all I can pretty much say for that one. Like, cool weapon skins, the names of it as well. I think I like the Blood Fangs is the one, by the way, because I think it sounds very vicious and dangerous, and I love it. And the this one right here for the Batavan Column for the Lance, pretty much an alright name, but still I love the weapon skin of this one too. So this one is definitely, in my opinion, literally a 10 out of 10. 100% a 10 out of 10. And he also got like the arrows in the back as well, like he's fighting in a battle. Very 10 out of 10. Absolutely a 10 out of 10. Feel like I'm glazing it too much, but still, 10 out of 10. And the last we have is the Rockin' Raptor. Now, this one right here is really cool. I like how he's like a rock and roll, like, robot. So, I'm just calling it Destroyer again. Destroyer and the Overdrive. I feel like the Overdrive is probably one of his best Lance's weapon skins for this costume. It's literally a guitar, which is like very cool. I mean, like I said, it makes sense for this costume, by the way. Then we got most of all this one too. I like the electric to it, by the way, which is matched as well with his costume from like literally making like kind of like a mohawk, so which is pretty much nice. So this costume, pretty much a 9 out of 10. Literally a 9 out of 10. I would give it a 10 out of 10, but it doesn't defeat the purpose of this costume. So this is a 9 out of 10. So 9 out of 10 it is. So which one y'all think y'all like, what company you like for Raptor? Is it Hawking Mantis Raptor, Werebeast Raptor, or rock and roll Raptor? Let me know comment below which one is your favorite 3 costumes in this whole entire costume showing video for Raptor. But yeah, but what everyone, I'm gonna go ahead and end off right here. If y'all enjoyed, you already know what to do. So I'll see y'all tomorrow in the next video. Bye.